there's a survey that was conducted according to the article here at businessinsider.com. They did a survey that 90% of workers are thinking about quitting their job, according to the survey, and burnout is the number one reason. I think that's a that's a given reason, just based on what we just discussed earlier. And obviously, being down with manpower, limited resources, and people who were left in in their workplace have to pick up the slack. And it can a person can only carry a burden so much, and eventually, not just burn out, but physically and mentally, to the point you get sick, which it's not doing any good for the individual, for the business, and for the economy in general. And what's interesting here, the one who conducted the survey, that's job site monster.com. Okay, so they did the survey of 649 employed US workers. So I don't know about the sample size, maybe too few, but nonetheless, it just goes to show you 95% is an overwhelming majority that are considering leaving their jobs now. Whether they actually leave or not, obviously it depends on your situation. If you have no options here, then you're stuck. But the fact that majority or practically all of them are considering leaving their job because of the situation is not making a strong case for those businesses that are still up and running. And one of the major reasons, as mentioned here, is burnout. Now, obviously, finding being stressed regarding the security of your job, the safety of your health, and many others are combining to creating this burnout atmosphere here. And obviously, if there's no opportunity to find a better job, then you're stuck, and then it even compounds your feeling of being burnt out in your current workplace here. And what's interesting, in the United States, there's a record number of 4 million people who recently quit their jobs in the month of April. So that's a pretty significant high number. Now, whether that's compounded with the being burned out or other factors in the industry here. But nonetheless, if people keep on quitting their job, the one that's most significant affected will be the retail sectors, professional, even business services. So another related survey from Microsoft did early this year in January, that 41% of workers globally were thinking about quitting their job. So we're now at the tipping point. If companies, or let's start first with governments, not doing their job in protecting their citizens or helping businesses stay afloat, then businesses will eventually suffer in the long run. And workers are the one who's taking the brunt, because they have to pick up the slack for those people who've left, who were fired, or were furloughed, and so forth. Now, one solution that was being suggested here is getting paid time off to recharge. Now, how much time are we talking about? Obviously, taking a few days off or even a week will not be enough, especially once you come back, you're given the same stress level that you've dealt with when you were working in the first place. So we need a long-term solution so that everyone can benefit, not just the individuals, the families that they have to support, but also the business, and then eventually the economy here.